Hello and welcome to episode 5 of series 2 in the Relaxing Piano Playlist with your host James Quinn here at the piano. Thank you very much for joining me. In this episode you're going to hear 6 pieces covering a wide range of composers. This episode is going to feature music from the Baroque, the Classical and the Romantic period. We first start with a return to the composer Johann Sebastian Bach. And I'm going to play for you a short piece of his, and this comes from his first book of the World Tabor Clavier, and I'm going to play for you his Prelude number 4 in C sharp minor, which was published as BWV number 849. We then go to the classical period for our next 2 pieces. The first of these comes from the return of the composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, and you're going to hear a short movement from one of his piano sonatas. Specifically, you're going to hear movement 2 set at the speed of Adagio from his Piano Sonata number 12, which was written in the key of F. And the second movement is set in the key of B flat major. And this was published as Coca number 332. We then have another return to the composer Ludwig van Beethoven for our third piece. And in this instance, you're going to hear a movement from one of his piano sonatinas. And in this one, you're going to hear the second movement from his Piano Sonatina, which was catalogued as work without opus number 51. And this is set to the speed of Adagio. We then go to the Romantic period for our last 3 pieces. The first of these comes from the return of Felix Mendelssohn. And you're going to hear one of his songs without words. In this case, you'll hear number 3, set in the key of E major from opus 30. We then make another return to the composer Tchaikovsky. In this particular case, you're going to hear a movement from one of his larger piano works, which in this case is the Children's Album, which he published as Opus 39. And from this, you're going to hear the movement known as Sweet Dreams. We then finish with our last piece in this episode with a return to the American composer Edward MacDowell. In this particular instance, you're going to hear a movement from one of his larger piano works. And in this case, you're going to hear a movement from his work known as the New England Idylls, which he published as Opus number 62. And you're going to hear the movement number 4, which in this case is known as With Sweet Lavender. In his piano scores, MacDowell actually features a short epitaph which actually gives a description of the piece. I'm going to recite for you that very epitaph to sort of set the scene for the piece when you hear it later on, which goes as the following. From days of yore, of lovers' lore, a faded bow of one no more, a treasured store of lovers' lore, unmeasured woe for one no more. So to recap, here is the order just once more. Prelude number 4 in C sharp minor from the first book of the World Tabor Clavier by J.S. Bach. Movement 2 from Piano Sonata number 12 in F by Mozart, Coca number 332. Movement number 2 from Piano Sonatina, work without opus number 51 by Beethoven. Songs Without Words number 3 from opus 30 by Mendelssohn. Sweet Dreams from the Children's Album opus 39 by Tchaikovsky. And finally, With Sweet Lavender from the New England Idylls from opus 62 by MacDowell. So before I leave you with the music, don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click the bell icon to make sure you get notified when new episodes are released. You can also use the same method to backtrack to any previous episodes that you may have missed. You can also see other content that I post on my YouTube channel, which will include some new videos coming very, very soon. I'll do a video as an introduction in this new playlist, which is going to be a separate thing from this video version of Relaxing Piano Playlist, which I hope will give a bit more understanding why I chose to do those particular pieces in 2 different settings, and I hope you'll enjoy seeing these when they are released within a week or two's time. All that's left for me to say is, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. So sit back, relax, and I hope that you enjoy all of the music in this episode. Thank you.